Hey, what's up? It's a weird ass angle, you know? It's the only fucking place I could put this in my car that wouldn't actually fucking fall. Yeah, I'm just sitting out here. It's that time of the year again, boys. The October time capsule. Filming this one late. I'm on Halloween today. That's crazy. I was supposed to be on a fucking flight. I should have been in the other state by now, but my flight got fucking delayed twice. So, I'm supposed to be hanging out with my boys, but I'm doing this time capsule for you. Fuck, man. It's crazy. I didn't even upload the last one until like December, but I recorded it. I remember it was like October 15th. I remember because I just watched it. Fuck. God damn it. See, this thing's stupid. But I remember I watched it the other day. But, so fuck, man. What is there to talk about? I don't know. A lot. Fuck. I guess I'll update, I mean, I've been doing better emotionally. Like, I still think this year has been a pretty dark year for me. Like, just transitioning between a lot of different things. Like, it's not one thing or the other. It's like a lot of things have happened this year that I've had to learn to accept and adapt and overcome, all those. I've had to do that. So it's been kind of difficult, but I think I'm starting to really see the light at the end of the tunnel, you know? So, I mean, I'm grateful for that. I think a lot of the stuff I was talking about last year, I've pretty much gotten over at this point. And now I've had a new set of problems that I'm really trying to navigate and deal with. But I think at the end of the day, like, everything is better. I know me last year was really hoping it would get better, and I wish I could tell past me that in a year you'll feel fucking perfect, because it's not true. Like, there's still a lot more growing to do. There's still a lot more to really be done with the whole thing, to really kind of become a new person, but I'm on that path. I'm on that, what's the word? I'm like metamorphosizing, I'm on my metamorphosis. I'm working on it. I've been hitting the gym a lot. Like, I lapsed for a few months. Like, there's a couple months I didn't go, but I think I kept a lot of my upper body strength. It's just I got more fat now, so now I'm trying to lose that again. I got a trip this week that I'm hanging out with my boys, but after that I'm getting back in the gym, and I'm trying to get bulked by the end of the year. We'll see how far I can get. But I've been doing that. It's felt great because I really do feel like I'm becoming a new person. I've switched up my style. I've been going to the gym. I've kind of just felt like a different person. And I'm not even trying to be one. This is just like a natural progression that's really been taking place that I'm really excited about because, I mean, it's like you got to grow at some point and become a different person, but you never really expect it to happen until you're just kind of looking back and you're like, damn, I really did change. And that's kind of what's happened. I think this past year I've definitely changed and become a different person. Like 100%. Like, I'm not the same me I was a year ago or 2 years ago. Hell, probably 6 months ago. I don't know. It's natural progression, man. Like, things have been changing and I've been adapting and changing with them. Fuck. I guess as far as the music goes, I'm gonna try to keep this video kind of short because I don't really know what to talk about. I've had a lot of time to really kind of figure out what I wanted from this time capsule video, all my goals that I've wanted, things I want to achieve. But I look back at my last year's goals, and like, I know one of them was just I want to be happy. I can't remember if I said it in the video or not, but I wanted to be happy, and it's like, damn, I'm not there, So it feels weird setting goals when I'm not there. Like, I feel better in my own skin than I did a year ago, but I'm still not there, I think. But I'm working on it, you know? I really am. Like, I'm really coming to terms with myself and my pain and my problems, and I'm getting there, you know? Uh, fuck. Yeah, music. Let's talk music. I established the label, Dark Knights, the movement, man. Not for real, though. Like, things have been going really good music-wise. Like, I think I've had this whole year to really, like, drop and make some cool shit. Like, last year I hadn't dropped music, which is crazy. I had not released a song. I think a week or two after I made the video, we dropped Plottin'. You know, that was my first song, was Plottin', which is crazy. Technically, my first official, like, real song I dropped was Homie Freestyle. That was on SoundCloud, and it was supposed to be on Spotify, but I canceled the upload. I think that, yeah, because I uploaded that like 2020. That was like very early 2020. I uploaded it on SoundCloud. I had uploaded songs like in 2018, 2019, but those were like stupid shit, like joke songs, which I was trying to rap. I was just didn't upload my serious songs. I remember early 2020, I put Homie Freestyle on Spotify, but I deleted it because I didn't think it was good. But now I dropped Plottin' like late October. So now Plottin's a year old, which is crazy. And then February, I dropped the EP. I remember I was talking about the EP last year. I'm not going to go in depth into all of my releases because I kind of did a mid-year update a few months ago. That's not officially what it was called or what I meant it to be, but it served that purpose. It's not what it was supposed to be, but I ended up just getting into it, you know? Like, I did, like, an update video of just saying, like, hey, this is where my life's at right now. So I kind of went in-depth into all my projects there. I gave, like, a timeline. I'm not going to do it again, but it was... Sorry, man, I'm tired. Fuck. But yeah, it was cool. It was cool to actually drop a project because I went so long without dropping anything. And I look back on Vibing and Dying now and, like, I don't love it, but I still think, like, it's good in a way. Like, I still am happy with the project. Like, I'm happy that I waited that long to kind of drop something to where, like, my first project was still all right. You know, it was room to grow, but it wasn't fucking bad, you know? Like, I think there's still songs on that bitch that I really love. Like, Bad Morning, I think really hit. I think Clubbin' was a surprise hit. I didn't expect people to fuck with that. And then Disassociation, which is a song I was writing for a while. I finally just said fuck it and put on the project. You know? But then after that, me and Max finally dropped fucking Superheroes, dude. Our collab mixtape, which we were working on for a while. Like, Plottin' wasn't just thrown on to Superheroes. Like, Plottin' was the first song, because the night we made Plottin', which I think was before the first fucking time capsule. I think I remember saying we had some shit cooking. It was like early October. We got together and we made Plottin' 100 million, and we had worked on Highs and Lows, but we had completely different verses. Like, later on, we went back and kind of, since I don't think we got too far on the song to really, like, bring any old bars, so we just rewrote Highs and Lows. But we had different verses for Highs and Lows, but we had those 3 songs that night, and we had concepted Superheroes. I think we were calling it something different at the time, like we were trying to find a duo name or whatever, but we eventually kind of just landed on Superheroes, and we dropped the project. And it's been great because now it's like people know us as the Superheroes, man. And it's been fun to, like, hang out with my friend Max, you know, because, like, beforehand we hadn't really talked or done a lot of shit before. We had met at Dairy Queen, but, like, after that, like, I kind of moved and did my thing. He was doing his thing. We hadn't had a lot of contact, so now it's cool to kind of, like, get back in contact with him, just talk to him and make music and shit. It's been fun as hell to have some friends to make music with, you know. And then The Dark Knights, man. We came into contact. Like, yeah, just becoming friends with a lot of his friends, and then building up that group and shit. And now, like, most of us are part of Dark Knights, you know? I started this label, this group, really, that I really want Dark Knights to be special. Like, I want Dark Knights to live on. Like, this is my, like, little label. I don't know how corporate I'm ever gonna make Dark Knights. I don't know if I will. We'll see, but I want Dark Knights to always be a label for Louisville. Like, maybe eventually I'll sign an artist who's not from Louisville. Like, I don't want to be held to that, but I am trying to keep it a Louisville-centric label because I think the Louisville hip-hop scene really needs help because there's not a lot of people really looking out for the underground in Louisville, you know? Like, you look at fucking Chicago or, like, Compton, you know, like New York, LA, you know, just California in general, Florida. Like, people are looking at those places, you know? Like, you can name a bunch of artists from those places. People are looking there for artists. No one's looking at Kentucky. No one's looking in Louisville, dude. We had, like, 3 people blow up, and that's about it. Like, no one's really taking us seriously or looking at us, and I want that to change. Like, fuck it, dude. I'm looking at Louisville, and I'm always going to. Like, I want Dark Knights to really be something special. Like, to say it for the record, like, just so people can't say I switched up. If I ever do get famous, Dark Knights isn't gonna be, like, a get out of jail free card, you know? Like, I'm still gonna have, like, scout artists because I know it's gonna get to the point where it's like, I can't just sign everybody I like. That's why, like, even though I want to be mad at people, like, from my city not signing people, I get it, you know? In my head, I get it, because it's like, you can't just sign someone immediately. You kind of got to watch the career and see, like, where they take themselves. But I just want people to know Dark Knights is always going to be there. You know, like, if you're making a wave in Louisville, I will have seen it, because I'm really trying to keep my ear to the pulse, especially now because I'm in the underground, I see it. But I want to make the vow that I'm always going to. I mean, hell, one day, if I can't oversee Dark Knights anymore, someone else will. You know, Dark Knights will go forever. This will be Louisville's label. Just like I started the mixtape, Dark Knights mixtape. Most of it's me, obviously, because it's the first go around. But eventually, my goal for I don't remember if I've said this. My goal for Dark Knights is eventually I'm not on it. Eventually, my name isn't on the mixtape. I'm on a couple songs maybe, and it's just given to Dark Knights members or even just people in Louisville I fuck with, you know? That's what I envision Dark Knights being. Eventually, Dark Knights will be on its own Spotify page once I get to that level. I mean, I could do it now if I wanted to, but I'm just going to keep it on my page for simplicity. But eventually, Dark Knights will be mixtapes that are on a different thing. I'm going to be scouting Louisville artists and really trying to, like, get some fresh talent on these mixtapes because I want to show people that Louisville has talent. So if you listen to a B Rent project, oh shit, B Rent dropped Dark Knights mixtape, you know, let's check it out. You're going to know that you're in for, like, some Louisville heat. I want people to, like, experience the Louisville underground because we got some fire ass artists in the underground, man. And I'm really trying to make it my mission to fucking help those people. Obviously, I gotta help myself too, you know? Like, I'm not in a position where I can help an artist blow himself up because I haven't blown myself up yet. But we're all growing together, and I want to make sure people are growing with me. I don't think Louisville's getting enough appreciation, and I want to fix that, man. I really want Dark Knights to be something special. It's like I said, with the mixtape and the label, eventually it'll get to the point where someone else looks over it and not me. But no matter what, it's gonna exist. Like, it'll be someone that cares about the underground like I do as well, you know? Like, there will always be Dark Knights for Louisville. That's my promise, and that's what I want Dark Knights to be, you know? So yeah, I guess from there, it's like, yeah, I don't mean to spend too much time on it, but that's a big thing that I've been working on this year, is building Dark Knights up. Like, I dropped the mixtape. I've been kind of building the label, the group, and just going from there, really just cultivating everyone. I don't want to say cultivating everyone's sound because they're making their own projects. I ain't touching it. I don't want to sound like a pretentious douchebag. It's not what I was trying to say. But we're all cultivating our sound. I'm watching everything and just enjoying my homies' music, man. Like that's like the big end of it, you know? Just enjoying everyone's music and working on my own. Like, I'm working on an album and it's done. It's crazy. I mean, it's not done, but version 1 is done. And what I mean by that is not like, oh, I threw 5 songs together and called it version 1. Like, no. My original vision for the album is complete. The skits, the songs, the mixing, the beats, because I produced most of this album, all that is done. The original vision and more for the album is done. But I'm not done with it, you know? Like, I almost said the title. The version of the album that I want to drop is probably version 2 or 3, you know? Like, version 1 probably won't drop. I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna act like it's gonna change up drastically. Like, I don't know how much of it will change. Version 2 might be version 1 with added songs, you know? Or it could be version 1 with added songs with some reworked bars on the originals, or just version 1 with more songs and having some of the version 1 songs cut. Who knows? I don't know what it's going to end up, but I'm working on it. This has been my baby. Like, this really has. It's to the point where it's like, I know I've talked before about not wanting to drop an album until I'm signed to a studio, but I kind of just said, fuck it. You know, like, I'm at a point where it's like, this isn't a mixtape and this isn't an EP. So what is it? It's an album. I guess just what it is. I still want there to be because I do think people are so hasty to just, I'm making an album, and they immediately make an album. Like, that's why my first 2 projects were EPs and mixtapes, because I was really trying to like hone my sound. I didn't want my first project to be an album. I still think people are too hasty to do that. Like, most of my projects won't be albums, but this one was one where I was like, okay, I get it. I get where people are coming from. This needs to be an album, because it's not an EP. It's not a mixtape. Calling it an EP is like a disservice. And then calling it a mixtape just isn't true, because it doesn't give mixtape vibes. It's an album. It really is, through and through. So, I mean, this album has really been my baby. Like, it's one of the, like, admittedly, it's one of the first times I've actually changed things on songs. Because I'm not going to sit here and act like my songs are good. Like, I'm not going to do that. Like, I like some of them. I think a few of them are good, but I know a lot of them aren't. And it's not that, like, I'm intentionally releasing songs that are bad, but it's just like, I'll make a song and I'm like, okay, I like this. I know I can do better, but I like this. And I'll put it out. Like, I've never threw out a song that I hate. But at the same time, I know I have a self-aware. Like, I have a self-awareness. Like, anything you could ever say to me as a hate comment, I know. I already know. I know the white rapper curse. I know this. I know that. I know the lyrical miracle white rapper hip hop thing stereotype. I know all of that shit, man. Like, I'm so self-aware about everything. So it's like, I know my songs aren't great, but I need to make them so my newer ones can be, you know? That's kind of where I'm at. So before, maybe there was a couple things I changed if it genuinely wasn't good, but for the most part, I'd make a song and then that's the song. Hold on, sorry, there's a bunch of ducks in front of me and they're just fucking eating something. I don't know, they're going crazy over there. Oh, they're drinking some water out of the puddle. Whatever. But I almost keep saying the name. You'll know soon. You'll know the name of the album soon. But with this album, I really do keep going back to the drawing board. Like, I've let a few people listen to the entire album now. I don't normally do that because I want people to be able to experience it, you know? I don't want to hear on launch day about if it's good or not. But with this one, it's like, I need opinions because I need to know, like, if I could do something better. I need to know if I can do better. So I've really kind of been honing in on this project and trying to make it the best thing that it can be. And I think it's gotten to that point. I'm really happy with it. There's a few songs I still need to finish, but I do think it's in a listenable state. Like, it's finished. It's done. Like, if I died today, I would die happy. If I if I was dead tomorrow, you know, my album is done. Everything I wanted to say to the people has been said, you know. There's one verse that I need to finish on one song, and then one verse I'm waiting a feature for. But for version 1 of the album, everything I needed to say was said. Like, yes, more songs will be added, songs will be tweaked, this, that, and the other. But if I was dead tomorrow, my vision has been completed. Like, I could die happy knowing I finished this album, you know? Because everything I ever wanted to say to the people has been said. My story has been told. Not to say I don't have any more things to talk about, because there's a few topics on that I didn't touch on the album. I just didn't get time, or I wanted to hold them off until the next one. But I feel like I can die happy knowing I said what I said on this one. Even though I have more stories to tell, and I always will, I told the bulk of them. You know, I told a lot of my stories and my struggles on this album, and it'll always be able to be experienced. It's in a file that all my family has to do is press upload, you know? Not saying I'm gonna die, but if I did, it's done. And you know, I'm excited. Like, I just want this album to be great, man. Like, this album has been like my lifeblood. I was working on this album in probably February or March. Hell, dude. One of the songs on here, I made the beat for a year ago today. Like, I remember just being bored as fuck and lonely on Halloween last year. And I sat there and I made beats. I made like 5 beats that day. I made 4 more the next. And one of the beats is on the album. I'll tell you which one eventually, but one of the beats is on the album. So a year ago to, like, almost full circle, because I recorded, actually I might have made the beat yesterday, and I recorded the song yesterday. So almost a year to the day I finally finished the song, which is kind of crazy. I didn't like plan on doing that, but it kind of just worked out. So technically you could say I've been working on the album for a year, but I'm not going to say that. I just made a beat last year and moved on with my life. I've really been working on the album since like February, March. I'll say more March. But for real, like, the album was concepted a while ago. Like, probably, yeah, I don't want to say February, because it was probably after Vibin' and Dying that I really started thinking about it. But I was kind of thinking about it. Like, I had it in my head, I think. But yeah, I don't know. This isn't a music thing. This is supposed to be about my life, but there's not a lot to talk about. Let's touch on my goals. My goals from last year. I had 2 big ones. One I fucking forgot to say in the video because I'm a dumbass. But I had 2 big goals last year. One was to get 1,000 streams. I didn't think it would happen. I was like, oh, this isn't likely, but I want to get 1,000 streams. And the other goal is I wanted to do one show. I wanted to do one performance. We're at about 4,000 streams. And I've done about 16 shows this year. And I only have you guys to thank for that. You know, any of you guys who listens to my music religiously, who really supports me in everything I do, like, I genuinely appreciate you from the bottom of my heart, you know? Like, everything you guys do means the world to me. And I appreciate that. All my goals have been smashed. You know, I mean, technically, you guys didn't book the shows for me. Like, that was a me thing, but still, everyone supported me getting to this point, and the streams are on you guys. Like, a lot of them are me, I'll admit, but most of them are you guys, and I appreciate all the fucking support, man. But me and Max have been killing these shows, man. Like, we started going to, like, these open mics, so we got 2 open mics a week, man, and getting to know some really cool people there. Like, everyone, like, knows me and Max as the superheroes, you know? We go in, we kill that shit. Like, he's my hype man, I'm his, you know? We're never on stage without each other. Like, eventually it gets to the point where we need to do solo acts, because that's just what you gotta do. But Max will always be my guy, and I will always be his hype man when he needs me to be, and he'll always be my hype man when I need one, you know? That's just how it is. Like, we're the fucking superheroes, man. The superheroes aren't done. The superheroes aren't dead. The superheroes rode once and they'll ride again, you know? You know what I mean? So, yeah. I appreciate everyone. Goals for this year. I don't know. I've been trying to come up with something. I really have. I think. Sorry. Oh, fuck, I'm tired. Gotta get on a plane in a couple hours. I think to try to add some monetary gain goals, whatever, by the end of next year, I guess I would like to get 10,000 streams. 20,000 streams is my goal, because I'm really trying to, like, perfect this album, because I wanted to kind of be something I could sit on so I could take a break from rapping, because I really want to focus on my production. So with that being said, also a goal for mine is I want to give 20 beats out. I want 20 different songs to be made from my beats. That's not me. Like, not me making a song. Otherwise, the album would have done that. But I want 20 different songs being made using my beats that aren't my songs. And I think that's doable, you know? I already got one beat about to be put out by somebody. You guys probably know who it is, obviously, but that's my goal. And then I want to do one show that is booked, not an open mic. I want a full set. Like, I have a goal to do a album show where I run through the album, you know? Where I can do some crazy artsy shit. Just one show that's booked at a venue that people are there to see me. I take like 3 months and I hype that shit up. I sell tickets. I do that, this, that, and the other, and really get my name out there. But one show that's jam-packed of people wanting to see me. And obviously Max will be there. Like, I can't do anything with, like, I can't do a show without Max. Like, whether he's, like, on stage with me the entire time or not, Max is there. But still, like, I want this to be a B-Rent show. People there to see me, man. And that's my goal. I think that's really, like, my main goal of the year. And I think I can hit it. Because I have plans, I really do. I know what I want to do, and I know how to do it. That's what I'm going to work on. But, yeah, this is rambling. I probably could have said a lot more, but I gotta take a nap. I'm tired. I got a plane to catch in a few hours, so I'm gonna catch you guys on the flip. I fucking love every one of you. Like, I know, like, this is some pussy shit, but I've gotten so much support this year from so many people online, like either people I've met on hip hop Twitter or people on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram. Like, there's people I've met in real life at the shows, you know, just I've gotten so much fucking support this year that I really appreciate every bit of it. You know, it means the world to me. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so fucking much for supporting with me and rocking with me. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. And I genuinely really hope you like the album. Peace out.